Hello people of the tube, my name is Cypher and welcome to my 6-string journey. On this channel I am documenting my journey learning to play the electric guitar. So I review most of my guitar lessons, the gear that I use, practice sessions and a whole lot more. Basically just everything about this journey. Today we're going to be looking at what I have recently bought and what is inside this box, something that I've been after for a long time. It's not exactly what I've been after, but I will explain more in this particular video. Now before we get into the video, I must apologise if I cough or sneeze during this video or sound a bit nasally. This cold is still hanging around, it is driving me crazy, and I think we're now coming up for nearly 6 weeks, so hopefully I'm going to be getting over it very soon, so I apologise for that. And a piece of housekeeping, this video is not sponsored in any way, shape or form. It might be monetised, but that is all. I'm not getting any sponsorship from anybody. No paid reason to do this video. It is literally just to share a piece of gear that I bought with my own money from my local guitar store. But it's in an Amazon box. Well, we'll come to that in just a minute, so keep watching and we'll get right into the video. So what have we got in this box? Now I don't actually need scissors today because I've already opened this box. And if I just open it up and we will grab what's inside, and it is a gated gig bag. But you ask yourselves, Cypher, you've already done a video on a gated gig bag, so this isn't new. No, but what's inside is new. So let's have a look. Now, a lot of you that follow me will know that I've been after a Strat for quite some time. So it won't be any surprise for you to know that I have in here a Stratocaster. Now, I have been after a double black Strat. So that is a black Stratocaster body with a black pickguard. Unfortunately, although I've been looking for one for quite a while, and I think because since David Gilmour sold his famous black Strat, they're becoming quite sought after, the prices have gone up quite significantly. Out of my price range for the moment, so until I'm getting millions of views on this channel, it's not going to happen. But I did treat myself at the weekend. This is an early Christmas present, and I have got myself a beautiful candy red Stratocaster. Now it is a Squire, it isn't a Fender, but that doesn't bother me at all because it fitted into the price bracket. The price was quite interesting because I saw this online for £300 and I thought, great, that's good. Went along to get it and the price was nearly £400, and thankfully the guitar shop have price matched it. But it is a beautiful, beautiful guitar. Bearing in mind this is a budget guitar, I'm really rather impressed by it. The candy apple red is absolutely beautiful. This is the Vibe 60 version. So it has the 3 single coil pickups in the classic arrangement. We've got a 5-way selector, which has got a really, really nice action. Very, very nice. We've got the tone controls for the pickups and also volume, and all of those knobs are really rather nice. Now I have removed it, but probably the only difficult thing about this was getting the little plastic off of the pick guard because it's right underneath the knobs, and trying to take these knobs off, they're on super tight. So I just worked on getting the plastic out of the way. But it plays really, really nicely. The tuners are okay, they're nothing special, as you'd expect from a entry-level guitar. but it tuned up really nicely. In fact, out of the factory, the intonation was set almost perfectly. Had to do very, very little with that. The tuning, I only actually needed to retune the high E string and the next string up, E, A, D, G, the B string, I think. Oh, I'm getting too excited, I'm losing which strings they are at the moment. But yeah, just those two strings needed to be ever so slightly adjusted. The action is good. The only thing that I have found, and several people have picked this up online, is that when I'm bending, the frets aren't quite as finished as they could be. Now obviously if you are spending £1,000, £1,500 on a guitar, which is the one that I wanted, then you would expect the finish to be so much better. But when you're only paying, you know, £300–400, then you can't expect, you know, Rolls Royce for mini prices, as it were. So the frets are probably going to need to be just finished a little bit more, but they're perfectly playable and the guitar sounds lovely. It looks absolutely beautiful. On the back you've got the Squire plates there with the 4 screws. It is a separate neck. On this particular guitar I think we've got a maple on the back, and then we've got this beautiful dark rosewood fretboard, which is okay for the moment. I think it's probably going to need to be nourished with some oil at some point. But for the moment it really, really looks beautiful. So with that, I'm going to connect it up to the amplifier and let's have a little listen just to a couple of little bits. Okay, one of the things I forgot to tell you is the only bit of paperwork that came with the guitar is the Squire welcome pamphlet. It's just one piece of paper. Again, you know, nothing overly exciting, but then that's what you should expect from something that is relatively cheap. And for this particular demo, you'll know my capabilities playing the guitar. It's not going to be super fun, but I am just going straight into my Black Star Fly 3. I'm going to put everything at 12 o'clock and then we'll just have a little listen. So I'm just going to go with the Pink Floyd track that I'm learning at the moment. Sounds okay. That was just on the neck pickup. I'll take it down to the neck and the middle pickup, and as far as the tones on, I'm just on 10 at the moment. We'll just come down to the middle pickup only. Sounds pretty nice. And then we'll do the middle and the bridge pickup. And then finally just the bridge pickup. And then if we just switch the tone knobs just round to 1, and then still on the bridge pickup. And come up to the bridge and the middle. It's a nice tone actually, that one. Middle only. just playing the first sort of bar or two. If we come up to the neck, so yeah, it sounds pretty good. It's very nice to play, very easy to play. Move my hands up and down the neck is nice. I can get my hands around. It's a nice C-shaped neck. My reach is actually pretty good. So comparing it to the Ibanez, very comparable to play. I'm finding it just as easy as the Ibanez to play. The headstock, if I just come across onto the other camera for the moment, the headstock is slightly different in that the strings go through the turners and then around, whereas these have got slits in the top. So I think for the moment, and bearing in mind I haven't actually replaced any strings yet, I think I prefer the tuners on the Ibanez, but I'm not going to hold that against this at all. These look great and they're certainly holding the tune nicely without any problems. I have heard some reports that when you're doing a lot of bending, particularly on the higher strings, then the strings can go out of tune fairly quickly. I haven't found that myself yet, but then I haven't played it much. I played this for probably about half an hour. I absolutely adore the colour. I love that the white pickguard and the knobs, they're a creamy white rather than a brilliant white, which I really like. It's, you know, whilst it's not a classic guitar, it's brand new, it sort of does give it that little sort of classic look. The candy red is beautiful with this rose neck, coloured neck, and yeah, I'm just really very pleased. I'm pleased that I've got a Stratocaster now to go along with the Telecaster and also my Les Paul. Yes, it isn't black on black, it's not the classic Gilmour, but that can come. If I ever get half decent at playing the guitar, if this channel ever takes off, then that may well become a time where I will invest in the guitar that I would absolutely love. But for the moment, this is very much up there. Will it ever replace the Ibanez? Probably not, because that was my first ever guitar, and I think, like, the best car that you ever had is the first car that you ever had. I will always go back to the Telecaster with fondness, but this one for the moment I'm thoroughly enjoying, and I'm looking forward to getting the Mustang Micro in there and playing around with some of the tones a little bit more. So I'll do just a few little close-ups as I normally do with these particular videos, but for £300 I am very pleased with this Squire. It's very well made, it sounds good, it plays well, and at the moment I really haven't got too much bad to say about it. For the price, I am completely blown away and, well, just loving it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you wouldn't mind considering subscribing to the channel, I'd be very grateful. Every subscription helps. And again, I apologise for the sound and my voice. Hopefully this cold is going to go away very soon. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you again on another video coming very soon. Take care. Bye bye.